Okay, so we're starting off, me and Joe. I told him I was gonna vlog him, but I figured we just got out of the car. We're on our way. 65 miles from now, we'll be in Winslow. All right, so here we are. There's Joe back there behind me somewhere. There he is. So here we are. We just passed about 3 miles, roughly. We're wondering when it will all end. Will we reach 20 miles at all? We had to take 4 stops for water. Had to massage out Joe's cramp in his leg. Just joking. Joe says they have a gopher problem. Yeah, I tend to agree. So Joe and I smartly decided to go ahead and get off the road there, but we're gonna get through that little pass. All right, so we just finished walking up a pretty good hill. I want to say we're maybe 5 miles in, 6 miles in maybe. There's a pretty good little hill, good climb. Joe is sweaty, which is good. I am too, but I'm wearing black, so can't see it. So anyway, we solved all the problems of the world on the walk up here. Talking a little bit, it's been good. Feet aren't hurting too bad. My left foot, kind of that plantar fasciitis I was dealing with, it's not flaring up yet, but I could tell that if I were to walk 100 miles, it'd probably hurt. We'll see how it feels at the end of the day. Joe says he's still doing good, hanging in there. But anyway, you can check this. This is where it is that we've stopped. Just kind of a little area off to the side here. Real pretty. And there's no trucks and stuff coming by. Alright, so here we're coming up on Happy Jack. We made it, we're about halfway, roughly. We're gonna just stop in, rest our feet for a second. See how things go. Maybe use the bathroom. But I was pleasantly surprised. We got here pretty good time. What time is it, Joe?
1:49.
1:49. Well, not too bad. We started at about 10 what? 10:30? 10 o'clock. So about 10 miles in that time. So not too bad. A couple stops, just kind of getting used to our packs and stuff. Anyway, there you go. So here we are, going up a pretty good little incline, just right outside of Happy Jack. Might be able to see where it is we are at this point. Alright, so that is mile marker 292, and that is 10 miles exactly away from where it is that we need to go. So we're going to pull off here, eat a little bit of lunch, and keep going in a minute. So we'll see you in a second. Day 2. Here we are out in the Blue Ridge area, Blue Ridge Ranger Station area. Hiking out in the middle of nowhere. Making a cut across over to the 87. So last night was a little rough at the finish. It was nice to get in and rest and stuff. Have a pretty good blister on my foot, and Joseph's hips were hurting him a little bit last night, but for the most part we survived. Sleep was good, didn't have any issues there. Woke up this morning, all the condensation on the inside of my tent flap or tent cover had frozen. So glad that wasn't dripping down into the tent at all. But got up, got a little bit to eat, ready to head out and get another 20 miles in a day. Say hi, Joe. There's Joe. So we survived. Feet are feeling a little better now that we're back on the trail. Just kind of getting the kinks out. But it should be a good day. We're ready to get going again on the 87 here. And we got about 15 miles left to pound out today. Feet are feeling a little sore. That last little part didn't tire me out so much, but definitely made my feet hurt. So we'll keep moving though. Away we go. Can't do anything but get there. So Dad showed up and Brittany showed up, and they're here helping us help browse food, which is awesome. So Joseph's in the car with Brittany, being tended to like a small child. And no, just kidding. He's been toughing it out. So we've been having fun. But Dad and Brittany brought food, which is great. And now we get to do the big hill. Let's see if I can turn around and do it here. We get to do the big hill, and then we're about there. I think, if I can get up there. All right, we're back at it in a minute. So here we are, coming up on Sunset Pass. Roughly about 5-6 miles away from pulling up for the night. Looking forward to that, definitely. All right, having a good one so far. That ibuprofen or Tylenol is really helping. All right, last push on day 2 to get to the camping ground. Taking a quick stop just to rest for just a second. We've got 3 miles left before we get into camp. The right foot felt another blister go. That'll be fun to deal with later. As it is, we're just one foot in front of the other until you get there. So anyway, real pretty out here right now. Got again, the Sunset Pass is our goal, where we're trying to get to. So we'll probably make it. If you look out here, you can see the sunset. Real pretty. It's hard to remember things are pretty when your feet are aching so bad, but that's why we're out here doing this. All right, so here we are, the start of day 3. We got about 21 miles into Winslow to my mom and dad's house, which would be awesome. Joe's still back there, I think. There he is, surviving. Still alive. Still alive. He's got a pretty bad blister on the bottom of his foot. Basically, the whole thing's a blister at this point. I got some pretty good ones. I had one on the top of one of my toes, which was kind of hurt. But, you know, you sleep through the night, it's fine. Coyotes were howling last night, which is pretty awesome. Joseph pulled out Grandpa's service revolver. We almost had to take a shot at them, but they didn't start howling until about 2 o'clock in the morning or so. They stayed pretty far away from camp, so wasn't that big a deal. But yeah, slept pretty well. And then Mom and Brittany showed up this morning. Joseph and I had decided to just empty our packs basically. So right now, I don't know if you can see it, but pretty empty. Don't have a sleeping bag or the tent or anything like that. Just basically carrying food and water today. Feels, feels like $1 million though, to be walking without all that stuff on my feet. And I'm sure Joseph's glad to have it be a little lighter. So anyway, beautiful morning. We'll get you some pictures of the surroundings. See ya. Jack's Canyon. Pretty, pretty. All right, so right about 6.5, maybe 7 miles in. Making pretty good time today. It's been obviously a lot faster because we don't have stuff on our backs as much. So hopefully we'll get in a good hour. So we had Uncle Joe and Aunt Leonie stop by. Uncle Joe came by first he had in his trailer a big log, showed it to us real quick, talked for a few minutes. It's good to say hi. And then Aunt Leonie stops by about an hour later, brought us a protein bar, which is pretty nice, and said hi for just a couple minutes. So now we're back on our way. So we've got our fan club out today. Come say hi. What's up, everybody?
How you doing? You're walking pretty good?
Yeah, still trying to. There's everybody. And we'll wait on Joe. He'll get here in a second. So here we are, coming up on Winslow city limits. Awesome. And then we got the state prison there. And then up here in a little ways it says don't stop for hitchhikers, which is kind of funny. We had somebody about 10 minutes ago stop and ask us if we wanted to ride into town. So that's pretty funny. All right, so we're coming up on Winslow. At least we just passed the city limits a little while ago. And this is the outlying area. We'll be coming up to the underpass here in a minute. So this just isn't fair, we've decided. Oh, I'm just gonna hit it though. Try not to fall down the stairs. Here's our welcome into town by the resident dog. So this is the last mile stretch. We've got just a little bit left before we're all done. I left Joe a little bit in the back. Oh, he's back behind me again. And we'll be home in just a few minutes. So since we're here, and it's my vlog, this is the house me and my brothers and sisters, Joseph all grew up, or Joseph wasn't there yet, but all grew up in. So we're the last couple hundred feet from the house here, or at least the driveway to the house. So gonna be all wild and crazy probably. So I just wanted to say thanks. It's been a good run. I want to just say thank you to everybody that's made it happen. Can't say enough good about Joe back there. I'm glad that he came on the trip with me. Would have been real lonely otherwise. So, but can't say thanks enough to anybody more than Tara, my wife, for watching all the kids for 3 days, even when I really didn't give her much of a choice. So thanks, Tara, love you. And thanks to all the family for helping out. All right, made it.